Hey guys, it's Anastasia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a cauliflower bites with hot sauce, and they're going to be baked and lightly breaded with some almond and coconut flour. It's one of my favorite things to make. It tastes just like a chicken nugget, a buffalo chicken nugget, but it's cauliflower and it's healthy and it's keto. And I'm also going to be grilling some asparagus, onion, and organic chicken, which I've already prepped over here. I just cut my onion in half and I'm just gonna throw it right on the grill. And I did take off the ends of my asparagus. I was joking earlier because my mom actually only likes to eat the top part, and so she basically cuts off most of the stem, which I think is a waste, but hey, I'm not throwing any shade to her. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of olive oil on the veggies and the chicken and throw it directly on the grill. It's one of my favorite ways to cook a lot of veggies and chicken, especially in the summertime, because when you grill it, it basically has its own natural smoky barbecue flavor that comes with it, and so you don't always have to season everything. I love that you can kind of just grab a bunch of veggies and meat and throw it on the grill and add on a little bit of my Kerrygold butter later, probably to these asparagus. So I'm gonna throw those on the grill that I prepped, and stay with me and I will be back with my cauliflower, which I have prepped. And so you want to take a head of cauliflower and keep them in a pretty big size. You don't want to break them down too much. Just imagine them as like little chicken nuggets that you're gonna bread and bake. So these are our cauliflower, and I will be back to finish up this recipe.
Let's start cooking to inspire. Let's change the world through culinary.
I am back. I just put the chicken on the grill and I'm gonna add the veggies in a little bit. So let's get started with this cauliflower. You want to take 2 fresh organic eggs and beat them into a bowl. So you just want to beat the eggs up really well. Alright. And then in my other bowl, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add in 2 cups of organic almond flour. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this breading. It's actually you're actually gonna add in 1 cup of the almond flour. So just a cup. If you need more, you can always add in more later on. And then typically I would use 1/4 of a cup of flax meal or flaxseed meal, but I don't have any of that. And so you want to be careful with coconut flour because it does get very crumbly. So I'm just going to use about 1/2 of a spoonful here, not even 1/2 of a half of a spoon. Onion powder and a teaspoon of garlic powder, or any kind of seasonings that you want to add on. But I do want to remind you, you're going to be putting all the hot sauce on it at the end, so you don't need to really flavor it up with a bunch of seasonings, because the hot sauce is going to take over in regards to flavor. And I'm just going to eyeball it, but you can measure it to 1/2 or 1 teaspoon. I'm just going to eyeball mine. And then get a separate fork so that you can mix all the dry ingredients together. You can also leave out coconut flour if you just wanted to do almond flour. So there's my mix of dry ingredients, which is going to make the breading. And then all you do is you're going to dip your cauliflower into the egg and then into our dry mixture, and then let me prepare my pan. Then after that, you're going to place it on the pan that you line with parchment paper. It's one of my favorite papers because you can bake with it. and it doesn't light on fire like wax paper. And aluminum is not good to use because when you heat up aluminum, then that's gonna get into your food. I switched up the view so that you guys can see it better, me actually dipping the cauliflower into the egg, making sure it's covered really well in this egg, and then bring it over here and roll it around. Throw some of this on there. And placing it right here. Breaded all of my cauliflower, and it definitely took more than 1 cup of almond flour and the coconut flour mixture. So as you're going through this, depending on how much cauliflower you make, just add in some more of the mixture of the almond flour and coconut flour to bread it. But the 2 eggs, it used exactly 2 eggs, and so I have these ready to go, and I'm gonna pop them in the oven at around 360 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. So you're gonna bake these and then you're gonna pull them back out. So the first step is to bake them, and then when you pull them out, you'll be adding on some hot sauce. And this is the organic chipotle pepper hot sauce. And make sure you read your ingredients. You don't want anything that you can't pronounce or any added sugars. So step 1, we're gonna pop them into the oven, and then I will be back. I am back with my cauliflower bites. So I just pulled them out of the oven, and when you use the coconut flour, they're gonna be a little bit lighter, but you can start to see they're crisping up and getting brown. So it didn't take me exactly 25 minutes, it was a little bit less. So make sure that you are eyeballing it and checking it. You just want it to mainly be pretty crisped up, almost cooked all the way through. And then you would typically, you could put this in another tray and pour all the hot sauce in it and just really douse them in it. I'm gonna put my hot sauce into this little bowl. Process for every single one. So it is a little bit time consuming, but it's so worth it. And then after this, I'll pop it back into the oven for about 15 minutes until it's crisped up really nicely. I just finished putting the hot sauce on all of my cauliflower, so they are pretty much covered in them. I left a couple without any just to see what that would taste like, just as breaded. And typically my mom likes them that way. And so now I'm gonna put them back in the oven for about 15 minutes or so. Again, just eyeball it until they crisp up really well. And then I will be back to show you the finished product. And just to show you guys, this is the chicken, asparagus, and onion. And I will include a picture at the end. So let me pop these in. And we are back. So I just pulled the cauliflower out of the oven, and this is what it looks like. You can see it got really crispy, and then I plated some as well, and I took a really awesome picture that you can check out at the end of this video. And also, if you follow me on Instagram at keto_stasia, I share a bunch of my pictures, my videos, and recipes on there. And then to add on to your cauliflower, as a little bit of a dipping sauce, these Tessemae dressings. So this is an avocado ranch, and this is a cilantro lime ranch. They have 0 sugar. They're all high organic, high quality ingredients. No added sugars in here. They're Whole30 approved and keto friendly. So it's a really good brand if you're looking for a dip and you don't want to make one yourself, but it doesn't have all the sugar. or any harmful ingredients, and it's super good, high quality, great brand right here. So go check them out. I'm gonna tag them in this post as well. And that is it. And I also wanted to share, I didn't even realize it, but I'm wearing the Crazy Crab t-shirt. And this is one of my best friend's t-shirts. Her name's Taylor. So go follow her. You can find her in a bunch of my Instagram posts, but it's one of my best friends. And I'm so happy that I'm wearing this t-shirt. I love her. She's awesome. She travels a lot and she does a lot in the island. She lives in the island and she scuba dives and snorkels. It's my best friend, so I love her. Shout out to her. I have no idea why I had this t-shirt on. But yeah, so that is it for the Cauliflower Bites. I hope that you like this video and that you enjoy them. If you do like this video and you want to see more videos, please subscribe and like to this channel for more recipes and more me.